The landslide that occurred yesterday in the 4 villages of Bunakasala, Bunamulembwa, Mabaya and Walwanyi has brought a lot of grief to the locals, whose relatives and friends are believed to be still buried under the mounds of mud. There are, however, conflicting accounts on the death toll from the locals and authorities. The Minister for Relief and Disaster Preparedness, Dr. Steven Mallinga, speaking at a news conference in Kampala, said 10 people had been rescued.
10 people have been rescued and admitted at Bududa Hospital. We are using that as the evacuation place at the moment, and we are going to send technical people from the Ministry of Health to care for these people.
It's believed that some 90 people have so far not been accounted for, and there are fears that their bodies could be trapped under the mounds of mud. Officially, both the government and the Red Cross are so far putting the death toll at 18, but that does not factor in the number of those unaccounted for. According to a ministry document that NTV has obtained, the disaster preparedness officials have lost hope in getting any more survivors and consequently called off rescue operations. Just 2 years ago, a similar tragedy happened in Bududa district, claiming the lives of hundreds of people. Now the government says its long-term plan is to relocate the people living around the slopes of the mountains, but the authorities say that that has proved a difficult task for them.
There is always resistance. These people especially, the soil in that area is volcanic soil, which is very fertile. They grow matoke, cabbages, tomatoes, all the vegetables in Mbale come from high up in the mountains.
In relocating people, we don't use force. We are not supposed to force them.
Figures from the ministry indicate that a population of 220 people have been displaced from the area and 70 houses designated as too risky for the people to live in. The government officials are apparently laying out plans of resettling the displaced people in other safer areas of the country.
There are areas with a lot of land, places like Kamwenge, Chenjojo. There is a lot of land, and those people can be easily relocated.
This tragedy has brought to the fore the vulnerability of scores of people living along mountainous areas in different parts of the country with absolutely no protection whatsoever when disasters strike. Chris Ochamringa, NTV.